Today we're going to look at using the pattern tool in SOLIDWORKS. So this example is going to be on a CO2 car wheel. First thing that you're going to need to do is start a new sketch. So we'll come up to our command manager, switch to the sketch toolbar, create a new sketch. Remember, it asks us to select a plane or a face that we're going to draw on. So we're going to draw just on the front here. So I'm going to click on the front. Okay, next we're going to draw out what we want to draw. Remember, Control 8 will bring it to center. When you're drawing these shapes, you're going to want to make sure that you smart dimension them, and you will see why later. So I'm going to smart dimension the size of the circle and the distance from the center here. Now I'm doing a circle, but you can draw any shape that you want to be patterned. So if you wanted to do triangles or squares or any shape, even a text, you can pattern those things around the shape. I'm just going to do a circle for something simple. Alright, once you have your drawing done, you're going to exit out of your sketch. So in the top left corner here. Okay, now we need to add the 3D part. So I'm going to select my sketch on the left, come up to the feature toolbar on the command manager, and choose extruded cut. Okay, this is going to give me my options to do a cutout, make sure that goes all the way through, and then the green check mark will finish that. Okay, so once you have your 3D feature done, then you're going to use the pattern tool to copy that around. This is a lot quicker than drawing out each of them and measuring them all out to make sure they're spaced evenly. Okay, so up top here on the feature toolbar, underneath linear pattern, if you click the drop down menu, you'll get some other options. We're going to use this circular pattern tool because we have a wheel. Alright, so your options on the left here, the first one is called direction 1. This is basically just saying which line is your pattern going to follow. So for the circle, we can choose the outside edge. Okay, so you want to make sure this says edge, make sure you clicked on the right one. And then that will pattern going around the circle. You could also use this inside circle if you wanted. Okay, we'll come back to this. Next we're going to come down here under features and faces. So this is asking you which features do you want to be patterned. So we want the circle to be patterned around, so we're going to click on the circle cutout that we did, and then you see it pop up with a preview of what it's going to look like. If it doesn't, you can come down here, click on partial preview, and that will give you the preview. Okay, now if you accidentally click on something else, say I accidentally click on that, see how I have two things over here now, the cut extrude 2 and the boss extrude 1. It won't work if you have both of those in there. So if you accidentally do that, you can select this and hit the delete key, or just click on whatever you clicked on before, and that will unselect it. So once you have your features and faces picked, so I picked my circle, then you can choose how many times you want it to be repeated. So you can see how this changes. Now if you have them overlapping, that's not going to work because it's going to cut out all the way around and then your wheel won't stay together. So you need to have space between them. So for this, the most I could do is 5. I'll probably just do 3. You can change other settings around here. I'll just let you play around with those. Once you're done and you have it set up how you want, hit the green check mark and that will cut those out for you. Now the reason I said to smart dimension at the beginning is if you want to make any changes. So if I wanted to change my circle size here, I can get back to it by coming to the feature design tree on the left, click on cut extrude 2, and then come up to this option which is edit sketch. Okay, so now I'm back here and I can make changes to this. So any changes that I make to this circle will also change on the other circles that are patterned off of it. So if I make this circle a little smaller here, oops. And then when I exit out of that sketch, you'll see it makes changes to all of the other circles. Then if I want to come back into my pattern tool, I'm going to click on it on the feature design tree, click edit feature, and I can put some more of those in because I have a smaller circle now. Okay, so that was just a quick tutorial on using the pattern tool in SOLIDWORKS, editing and making circular patterns.